Ladies and gentlemen, whoa, Sam, not only, Dad, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I offended Sam so much with the opening of the show, he left.
He's gone.
Oh, he's back.
Where the heck did he go?
Did I get
Sam,
kicked?
are you okay? Did someone abduct you?
I think I got kicked. Were you guys discussing something important? Just got kicked from the teams.
No, I mean for the first time maybe ever in the history of the show, you interrupted the opening and not Dad.
Well, technically, I didn't really interrupt because I was just I left the meeting. I
You inter-
quietly I was
you
quiet.
interrupted my train of thought. I mean, you were on my
I think
screen
you
and then you
I think you
weren't.
fat fingered. I think you fat fingered.
I could have. It's entirely
Back.
possible.
Um, yeah, I don't. I mean, I was. Next thing I know, I'm about to not interrupt, and then I hear Drew go, "Whoa!" Um, and then I don't know what's going on. With the world today, people could get
Well, I
abducted.
I thought you guys were doing the production meeting, so I figured I wasn't
No,
allowed to.
my production me was making coffee because for the third day in a row, I was out in the Arctic blast of Minnesota in April, and I'm I'm not sure I'll be alive next week. This is brutal weather. Coming off the Twins game that I was forced to go to Sunday for Easter.
Is our hiccups a symptom of being
I
cold
don't
or
know. I just know though. I mean, we did have our first game. We witnessed a walk-off 10-run no hitter.
Those are
walk
two
off
separate things.
10 run
We 10 run
Okay.
the team
no
on a
hitter?
2-run home run walk-off.
Does it count as a no hitter if you didn't play all the innings? I don't know that it
We
does.
we played six,
It was
and
also combined.
Oh,
it
okay.
was
That's the most.
combined.
There's
I
a
don't.
there's
I
a
think. I
double
think
there's a
combined.
double asterisk.
I think combines count. I
But
don't know that.
it was only 6 innings.
I don't know that only 6 innings counts though. That's my. That'd be my
You know when
pushback there.
in 20 years when he tells people, well, they, I guess, since it was combined, when they tell people they were part of a no hitter, they're not going to ask how many innings.
Why would you assume somebody's pronouns like that?
No, I didn't assume pronouns. It was two kids, so they.
Oh, gotcha.
It was a combined
Two
no
ki-
hitter.
Two kids. The and
Don't try to
the
don't try to pronoun max me.
I didn't try. I did
yeah. I mean, flat out.
unsuccessfully, but I did it.
Dad, are you up to speed on those? Because I was filled in on those recently.
On what?
Maxing and farming or
Logging.
mogging.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
But
Well,
it sounds like
by
I'm
the way,
kidding.
I hope your players don't listen because now they will probably. That's all they will say to you.
No, we have a lot of listeners actually. In fact, I got to give a few shout outs. But the pitcher who started the game didn't even know he was pitching till um 9:53 Central Time last night because the guy that was going to start is suspended for 3 games for too many demerits. Have you ever heard of that at that school?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
I hadn't really realized that was an actual thing, but
Well, it's because your three sons combined had 0 demerits.
0.
Well,
I know.
I was gonna say our coaches knew about discipline, something clearly this current staff does not know anything about.
Well, it starts at the head, and I mean, Sam has worked under Bobby before, so it's
Whoa. Talk about just outing him over the air.
well, but Sam was about to.
Well, no,
Sam
I
would
mean,
never.
Our show
Sam's
is
more
very
professional than that.
no, I keep it strictly factual. When as an assistant under Dad's also an assistant for the head coach, but when I was assistant of the head coach, we had a winning record, I say we had a very good record. But when he was out and I had to take over head coaching duties, we were undefeated.
Yeah, no, that is true. I do have a pants update because I know Sam always likes to know that. Um, we did get some new pants in, so I thought, oh, my pants were a little shoddy, so I'd get a new pair of. And yes, I wear small baseball pants. I'm proud to say it. What
Well,
I did
they have to be. They don't make short cuts in baseball
no,
pants, so
but I
you
mean, I
kind of
could have
have
gone
to.
with medium and had to get them short, and like I had to before when I was extremely fat. Now I'm just fat or not tall enough. I mean, I like to say I'm not tall enough. If I was taller, I wouldn't be fat. But I was extremely fat. Now I'm just fat. So I do wear small baseball pants, but maybe not the best look because the new pants that we have, I didn't really realize till I put them on, very skinny legs. And I'm not sure I should be wearing pants that tight. So I might have to I'm in a pickle. Um
I won't ask. I won't pull a Twins announcer and ask if your pants are down or up.
oh, pants on the ground?
No, the Twins announcer asked his fellow commentator if he's ever seen Buxton's pants down.
He
So
did?
I'm gonna refrain from asking you if your pants were down.
No, they well, I you know what my feelings on that. I don't like us showing a lot of socks, so
On
but
pants down. I'm not sure I do know your feeling on
I
You were a
hate
big
them down.
stirrup guy.
well when that's all we had, but that was the look. I don't like the knicker look with that these guys wear.
Whoa.
What? Oh, I guess if you
Well,
yeah, that might sound bad if you
but
listen
now
quickly.
they generally they just wear shorts. They're not even pants.
That's true. Um, so anyways, it was a good win. Shout out to the Orchard, the outfield Orchard, Big Dom and Brody Cash. They're huge listeners of the show, just so you know.
We do now.
Do we do shout outs?
Nothing falls but apples. Is that what your slogan is?
Yeah, no, the outfield is definitely ahead of the infield at this point, but you know who runs the infield, so Coach Bobby, so
No, I know. I
Is
already
there is there is there clubhouse beef? Like, is there a what did they call it when Brett Favre was on a schism?
a schism. It's with Sam and Bobby, not me.
Oh,
you.
okay.
I mean, you've had no. I don't have. I have more beef with. I guess we're on a first name basis on the show now. I have more beef with Bobby's father about how bad of an ump he is than Bobby.
By the way, that
Bobby and
very
I are
guy.
on great. Bobby and I are on great terms.
Can I tell you what's ironic about this, Drew? The man that he just called out told me again 2 days ago to say hi to Sam and let him know that he's his favorite player that he's ever coached. And now Sam just calls him out.
Well, I didn't
The
say anything
irony.
about his. I didn't say anything about his coaching ability. By the way, he's a fantastic coach.
We call him
Uh,
RT. He's been helping the program now that he's no longer at his old school. He's just been helping here and there. We call him RT. He almost got hit with a foul ball the day, though, sitting in the
I
stands. He never
my
moved.
you know gym teacher. Those who aren't good athletes are gym teachers. Those who aren't good umps are good coaches. Isn't that the reverse thing?
Could be, yeah.
We
Those who
did
can't do
share
teach and
donut.
those who can't teach
Me and
gym.
RT did share a donut together too. RT did share a donut together.
I
So I
know,
mean,
and he's planning another trip to the Bay Area and would like to share another donut. So
we
stay
had
tuned for
a.
that.
I think we had a French twist and started at each end, and his daughter quickly acted like she did not know who we were.
Don't they call that the oh my God, the Twins are gonna blow a 7-0 lead. Um what do they call that? That was from a movie, but anyways.
Lady and the Tramp.
Lady in the Tramp, 1000%. Yeah, so anyways, it just doesn't get warm here. It's pretty sad, but we're off to a good
It
start, one
doesn't
and
here
zero.
either. I think it's warmer there than it is here.
Really?
Yeah, now to be fair, I'm not
Yeah, well,
playing
you were in Florida,
baseball,
though.
but I was.
I
It's
guess it
not.
was
It's
warm
it's
there.
9 degrees warmer there than it is here. It's much warmer there.
Well, you got it. It's 48, and with the wind, it was pretty dang cold.
We have wind. Do you think New York doesn't have wind?
No. Well, I wasn't really insinuating that you don't have
According to the
wind.
Weather Channel, it's 48 and feels like 41 where you are. It's 39 and feels like 32 here. We don't
New York's
always
gonna be-
have it.
New
We don't
York's gonna
always
be
have
80
it the
next
worst.
week.
It is supposed to be 80 next week, though.
My eyes on New York weather. I'll be there in a month.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lot. I mean, we've got WNBA free agency coming up. We've got portal conversations coming up. Is there a reason that every Minnesota player that goes to college ends up in the portal at least once? Pretty amazing.
Well,
Well,
I
every
think you
player
could have.
who
Yeah, I was
goes
gonna
to
say you could.
college ends up in the portal.
That's
Sam
probably
makes a
true.
phenomenal point.
We're on the road to
I actually-
WrestleMania. A lot of controversy there.
I actually saw the other day how many players were in the portal. There's no way I'll find it, but it was
It's
thousands.
like 2,600 in each. It's
Yeah,
the
it was
craziest
Well,
thing
it
ever.
was thousands.
That was that got community noted.
Yeah, it's pretty. And
Yeah,
I love.
who knows what community notes are all about?
I love here too that
I
every
think it
single.
might have been people thought it was just basketball and it was more athletes or something like that. But there is still way too many people in the portal, and as we've discussed, there's a portal problem, not a NAL problem.
It also opened like 24 hours ago.
Right.
I also I saw some guy from genuinely a school I didn't even know existed. It was like Eastern, Western, pick a random state. And I think he averaged maybe 6 points a game for Eastern Western State. And he had 20. There was a list of over 25 schools had reached out to him.
I don't understand. It's
This guy
mind-boggling.
isn't even one of the better guys, and they were big name schools. Minnesota was one of them, but there were still schools way bigger than Minnesota.
Every
that would reach out
Minnesota
to this
guy that's in the portal, the local people here are like, we should get him, we should get him, we should get him. It's just like you can't get them all.
And girl too. They're like, oh, this girl played with so and so on the team because we have a lot of Minnesota girls on the team, so that means that we're gonna get her. Like, no, we're not.
It's really strange.
And I'm not sure.
Well, did you see what the men
I'm gonna
have?
hold this comment for off air or maybe the post show.
The men have $7 or $8 million to spend this year, apparently.
Yeah, I saw 7.
Is that above and beyond the guys already on the team?
I think so.
Or is that total?
No, I think
total.
Oh, including the guys that are back.
Well, I guess I don't know.
I
mean,
read
the guys
something
he
that,
has though can't be more than 2 million.
Oh yeah, they can.
You think
Really?
Crocker Johnson and Asuma and
I think those
Bobby
what is it,
Durkin?
I think those 4 guys are more than $2 million combined. Yes, I do. Not necessarily a lot.
I guess it's hard to believe when. I guess I just think of my guy Graves. What was he was getting was.
Well, listen, if we're gonna have a discussion on do they deserve it or what they should be worth, that's a different discussion. But if you're at a Big Ten school and you're one of the starting players, I think the minimum you're making is a few $100,000.
Yeah, and I don't really want to hear how Michigan did this with all transfers, and they did with transfers and $20 or $30 million. Like, give me a break.
Well, those two things kind of go hand in hand.
I mean,
by the way, they did it with way less money than a lot of other schools.
But I mean, those guys are making decent money.
You look at Kentucky, 22 million, barely won a tournament game. Duke,
no, I get that.
Duke with all the money, Kansas with all their money, like these schools that had more than Michigan.
Well, most of these schools are spending what they spent
By the
when
way,
it was illegal to do it. Now other teams are just.
The Michigan coach also took a team who had nothing to the Final Four. So I mean, I do think it's coaching is a massive aspect, no matter the money.
Yeah, no, it's.
And you look at Hurley's the best coach in the nation, and his team was not playing that well. It's not his best roster he's ever had, and they beat a lot of good teams and went to the finals and took Michigan to the final whistle.
What's the big? I was trying to read the text. Did the Lynx sign someone that was spoiled? What was going on?
Sam, do you not know?
No, I know.
Okay. I figured you would take it.
No, I was gonna take it, but I was just trying in my head to think about how to
figure out how to
name.
describe it.
So a really
it would
good
be a disaster for
player.
Dad if they sign her.
I know how to spell it. Even I don't even know how to say it. Drew, do you know? Drew, I am gonna refer to Drew on how to pronounce her name, then I can take over.
Nneka Ogwumike.
Nneka Ogwumike. She's a basketball player.
A very good one.
We signed her. We got her.
No, she's visiting the Lynx, but a blimp or an advertising agency put a blimp out, or a balloon. It was a balloon, welcoming her to Minnesota, and everyone was spoiled it and thought she was signing with the Lynx, but it was actually just welcoming her for a visit.
Oh, okay.
But everyone saw that and everyone thought, oh, this is a spoiler alert. She just signed a contract.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the Lynx players aren't even staying here. Why would she come here? Like we can't give her more money than anyone else, right? Isn't there just a certain amount of money you can give them? Even though it's a lot more than it used to.
I mean, I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing with the NBA.
Can't say
like the team you have tenure with can pay you more.
Yeah.
But we also Carlton just got taken the expansion draft, and that's a lot of money. That frees up a lot of money.
Oh, I just saw the balloon thing. They were just doing that just to say hi to her?
Well, I think they're
Wait, time out. She was the WNBA MVP?
And yeah, in 15, 16, 17, something like that.
Oh, she ain't coming here.
She's at the back half of her career. I mean, she might go ring chasing. I mean, for once in our lives, someone would come here to chase a ring.
Sure, interesting.
I can't say I know a decent amount about the new CBA. I read a lot about it. I have no idea where the Lynx stand within the new CBA. That I will admit. Well, we're briefly on the WNBA. Are the Chicago Sky bottom 3 run organizations in sports?
Well, it was the Chicago Bulls, but they just fired everybody.
The Sky probably took over one of the spots from the Bulls.
I feel like they could have got more for a ball star like her. Which, by the way,
how about anything?
Yeah, other than a couple. By the way, if Cheryl Reeve wasn't such a bad GM, we would have had this girl anyways.
We ended up with the.
We made out. Continue. Where is this?
I was just gonna say, if you play that trade out 100 times out of 100, we're better off.
How?
Yeah.
Because
we have the number 2 overall pick.
And that we're gonna waste on someone that won't even play here for years.
Well, who says the Angel? What's the difference? Why would the number 7 overall pick from 1 year have played here, but the number 2 overall pick?
You don't think Angel Reese is
first
good?
Of all,
I do. You don't think the number 2 overall pick in this draft's going to be good?
No, because we're not. She'll never play for us.
But why would Angel Reese have played for us then? That doesn't make any sense.
Because she'd already be on our team.
You think
we're about to draft the number 2 girl to be on our team?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
We're drafting a lady from Europe that won't even come over here. We're not taking her.
We're not taking. No, we're not taking her.
That's what Reeves does.
No, we already have 3 of those. Also, we don't win the championship last year with Angel Reese on the team. She was not what we were missing. I also think she's so overrated.
I do too, actually.
She's the greatest rebounder in the history of the WNBA because she gets all her misses that she misses a game.
Okay.
She's
Well,
basically
I don't know.
Rudy Gobert. I mean,
The girl they got
I,
instead of her, though, are you really going to compare those two?
no, but I'm not. But my point is, they took the picks that they got. Like that pick was almost in. You can ignore that pick, and we're still probably better off. Because
Okay, I
also
get
some of
it.
the stuff they used in that trade became uh eventually through a bunch of other stuff Carrington. It went
Do we
through a
still
few
have
other
her?
things in the meantime. Well, they could resign her. I mean, I think her deal expired, but yeah.
Oh,
But
I
either
mean,
way,
everybody's
okay.
deal is done after this
yeah,
year because of
everybody's
the CBA.
contract was right. Everybody's contract was up. So, um,
Okay, fair enough.
like if you, I mean, yes, I sure. If in whatever whenever the draft is, I forget if they take the girl from Spain and she doesn't show up for 4 years, yeah, whatever. And maybe you're right. But what if that's Miles? What if that's Fudd? What if it's Lauren Betts? Like
That's
all of those players are better than her.
I don't know how you
100%.
can't. I don't know how you can't take how you don't take Lauren Betts. I'm stunned that
Well,
that's.
Fudd will go
I'm in
number
it.
one,
Yeah,
and
I
then
just I
I
kind
would.
of feel like you need to begin. I hate to say this out loud because it's not going to go over well with some of our fans. I think it's the beginning of the end for the stud buds, and I think you need the succession plan.
No, I agree. I texted. I think it's the end of the stud buds. I think they are a major liability on the court and they're a liability off the court, which is
Well, they're
why
definitely a
people like them.
liability off the court, that's for sure.
And on the court. I mean, Courtney Williams shoots 25 times a game, and we have maybe the best player in the entire league on our team. We need a new guard, and I think that's Miles. I understand Betts is hard to pass up on. The Betts and Collier would be an insane duo, but as they say now, it's a guards league.
Well, when you sign Neko Ogumike, you're not going to need her. You're not going to need Lauren Betts.
True.
Is she a center?
She's a big. You could just play her in the
She's
front
not.
court.
Well, let's just keep it to basketball, please. She's not going to sign with us. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean probably not, but
Okay. Well, that's fine. Um, that's probably a lot of WNBA talk.
you brought it up. I don't even know if you did. That might be a lie.
Well, I didn't know. I was just trying to figure out what you guys were.
Oh,
I
the
was
balloon
getting.
thing. That's right. That's how we got
Yeah, I
there.
was getting pieces of info. Um, I mean, I guess next year when we go to Hard Rock, we got to be careful. We're in that valley area.
Well, I don't think we'll be interacting with Offset and Lil TJ, but yeah, I guess we have to be careful.
Yeah,
Although the
I
last
pray.
although the last time we were there, was probably at around the same time that they were there when everything went down. I did file my taxes. I did file those winnings.
Oh, that was Yeah, that's true. That
I
was
had to
last
file
year.
taxes on those. Thankfully, here's a fun fact for you. If anyone out there still needs to do their taxes in the next 7 days and you've won,
That's me.
yep, and you've won a significant amount of gambling money in Florida specifically, you
That's
don't
not me.
you don't need to file a Florida state return because there's no income tax, but you do need to file the winnings on your own state return. But hypothetically, if you had won it in Minnesota and you live in California, for example, you would have had to file a Minnesota state return because there is state income tax in Minnesota and most other
Well,
states.
and
Not
if
to
you
pick
would
on
have just won
Minnesota.
that several months later, you wouldn't have had to claim it at all because they raised the amount to $2,000.
Yeah, it's okay though. It was worth it.
And
I don't actually think
if
it
you
impacted my taxes. It wasn't that much money.
no, what you could have done is just saved a bunch of ATM receipts and offset it too. Oh wait, now we're saying off. It's probably disrespectful to say offset under the
I th-
circumstances.
I I
We're
think
talking.
he's okay.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I think
He's okay. I saw him sitting in a wheelchair and he got shot in the butt. Why was he sitting? Wouldn't that hurt?
Um, why? I mean, what kind of shot? Was that a warning shot or did they just miss? I mean, that seems like an odd place to shoot
I think just a
somebody.
bad shot.
Might have been
Well, they do say
it could have
a
been a
cheek for
Plaxico
cheek.
Burress incident.
Mm-hmm.
They were tussling, gun
True,
in the
but
pants, safety was off.
they say a cheek for cheek, Is that where the saying came from?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that was fairly clever. By the way, Joe Ingles
Well,
is starting?
it's an eye for an eye, but yeah.
He was
Oh,
because his family lives in Orlando, and the game meant nothing to us.
they don't live with
And the
him.
entire team is
No, they live in Orlando because do you want to actually know why? You're gonna feel bad about it probably.
I I didn't feel like I was cutting him down in the first place, so
It's nothing. Oh, okay. Then you feel okay.
was
His
I?
were you? I don't know.
No, I wasn't.
His family lives in Orlando. His son has special needs, and they live in
Oh,
Orlando
okay.
because there's a very good school for him. So they're giving him a start so his son could see him play.
Oh, got it. Um, you want to hear about my twins experience?
I would prefer you to change the subject. Yeah, I don't really know that there's an easy way to pivot away from that.
we
Go ahead,
we
Sam.
do have, I was gonna say we do have to recap the Final Four and preview the Masters. So we could probably keep the Twins chatter light if you want, considering after this week we have no sports
Yeah,
but the Twins. But
they did remodel the club to a degree. Um, here's my confusion. There was probably 5 times more people eating in that club than were actually sitting outside at the game. So I don't know if people. To me, it's that you eat there and then sit. Like, do these people go eat and then leave? It was really strange.
I mean, it's Easter brunch. They probably
Yeah,
just went and
well,
ate and went to
wasn't
church.
really. It wasn't really. Yeah, there wasn't. It was very good. It was very cold. Mr. Polad was walking around there, about 5 rows in front of me. No one knew who he was, which is pretty funny. Which is probably also good for him because he's got a lot more guts than I do. I wouldn't walk around there. But it's hard to watch. It's so boring. It's not good. That's my
Yeah, I mean, I got bored from your description, so.
yeah, I don't even know what to say. I can't even be mean.
I mean, you don't need to talk about them.
Well, I thought you wanted to know my experience at the game. I went to my one
They're
game.
not even like.
Well,
Well, I mean, the game you went to, they weren't exactly playing. They didn't exactly
no, I mean
play great.
they're
But
about to sweep Detroit.
yeah, I mean, they're not like playing that poorly. But I just
But they
think
are really bad.
I just think it's one of those teams where the ceiling is just not to a level that's good enough to do anything exciting. So it's hard to even be super excited about like sweeping Detroit. It's like Detroit was, I think, the favorite for the AL Central. I'm like, that's 3 pretty
I
big
think
wins.
Detroit. If we had a stat guy, I think going back to some point last season, Detroit is several games under 500. I think
That is true. Yeah, they have been on a bit
they're
of
going the wrong
it
way.
has gone south, which I think we spoke about. I think I'm on record if I went back
And we
pulled the
just beat
tapes.
their big free agent signing. We just scored 8 runs on. So
After we
and
beat their
both of them, by the way,
yeah.
technically. Their arbitration
that's
signing
true.
and their free agent signing. But
Yes,
we have a
that's
bottom
The one they were forced by law to sign, and the other one that they chose to sign.
bottom 5 average in the league, and we shelled the former 2-time Cy Young winner, right? And the $180 million signing. It is pretty funny.
But yeah,
and then one side note to the Twins. Their you thought our old third base coach was bad, which he was. I stole the signs of our third base coach after like 10 seconds. I
Well,
feel like
in his
that
defense,
shouldn't
I
be a
don't think
thing.
the third base coach makes the signs. He
He's
just
giving
relays
him.
them.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just telling you that I don't even know if he realizes it, but after every time he gave the signs, sometimes coaches clap a couple times, they do something stupid. Every time he gave his signs, he would touch his brim, and there was no play on it. And every time he didn't touch his brim, they stole. They stole. It was the craziest thing I've ever. I'm like, dude, no one else has noticed this. Breaking news: Matt Wallner struck out. But that was the only highlight of the game. The person I went to the game with was I was telling her what was about to happen on the base pass. That's how we passed time at the game. Pretty sad.
I was texted on the side that you had about 200 shrimp.
I had easily, comfortably 100 to 150 shrimp. That is correct. Yeah. Yeah. What else did I get ratted out about? I had probably 6 pounds of caprese salad with it. Was that told to you
No,
too?
no, you just outed yourself on that.
The caprese?
Yeah,
Was kind of delicious actually, except they put onions in. But um,
that's interesting. That's
yeah, I
weird.
had a lot of shrimp cocktail.
Caprese sounds like a 3 ingredient thing. Why are you adding stuff?
Thank you. I have no idea why they did that. So, all right. Well, what should we get into first?
You guys run the show.
Where's Drew?
I'm here. You guys are just kind of riffing. I was just letting you go.
Well, Sam outed me with the shrimp cocktail.
Well, yeah. I mean, you confirmed it.
Let's just quickly do
As we do in the
I mean,
PR world, you
Timberwolves.
could confirm nor deny.
I think it's safe to say Timberwolves are going to be one and done, and we won't need to worry about them anymore until they. Oh, you know what? I got a little. My guy who I wanted for the Timberwolves coach is gone now. North Carolina.
Yeah, that has the potential to. I think he's a very good basketball coach. I don't know that he's going to be a good college coach. It's a
Yeah, I don't know
fascinating
how.
story. I'm excited to see.
I feel
He's a
that's not going to
guy.
work either.
It may not. I mean, but he's a guy that's known to be a really strong player developer, a good coach just to begin with, but also a massive control freak. So we'll see how that resonates with a bunch of 19-year-olds that can leave at any given minute. Um,
Well, what does
they
he know
certainly
about
got some
recruiting?
buzz.
That's very weird.
Well, his staff will be important. Yeah, I mean,
Is
it's
his I was confused though. Is his contract for the length of
His
how
daughter?
long his daughter is in school? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a
I don't know.
5-year contract, so maybe she's getting a master's or something.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
what is
sure a
she?
daughter playing on a
Sophomore or something,
volleyball
so
team has
she's
ever
got 3.
dictated who they. Yeah, it's very. That was completely out of the blue. Well,
I didn't see a single rumor where he was even mentioned as a potential option.
I think he was the no-brainer coach of the Timberwolves because they have to fire this guy because he's awful. They're gonna blow the team up anyways, just in order to keep in. I thought he would have been the perfect coach, but and maybe still will. He could get fired after a year, I guess, right? Or 6 months, or I mean, North Carolina has interesting hiring between
Well, it's
Belichick and him, and
well in North Carolina basketball, they never go outside North Carolina, and so it is weird if you're gonna go outside it to go for a old NBA coach.
Well, in certain ways, they didn't really go outside it. I mean,
I guess yeah, technically it's in house technically. Their DNA.
um, yeah. So that's okay, but I think the Timberwolves are pretty much.
Well, I think yeah, I actually think he'll go better than Belichick just because he doesn't really have to recruit. they're going to give him a ton of money, and he'll just have to coach the players. But who knows if the 18, 19-year-old guys will respond to him. But in today's NBA, he's basically coaching 20, 21-year-olds, so it's not that big.
Yeah, it's true. He can probably go snag a guy from the Denver G League team if he wants.
No, that's the sad part is he could.
So do you think?
Honestly, the NCAA was talking about, well, one, it's expanding the field, which I think we all in agreement is a bad idea. Two, they might give people they might give people of age, so it'd be 5 years off your 19th birthday.
I do think they need to do something about that because there's all these European dudes that come over at like 21 and then have 4 years of eligibility. It's crazy. I don't understand that. They're professionals. I don't get that. I do think that they have to figure that out. As much as they have to figure out a lot of other things, that one bothers me a lot. Because those kids they've literally been professionals elsewhere. So have the G League kids. But they just get a fresh 4 years just because they happen to be born in a different country and playing in a different country until now. That it drives me crazy, actually.
What's the rumor about the Michigan guy? Is there some rumor that they have a player that's super old or something? But did you hear that?
Michigan?
Yeah, like the Michigan guy was really old and lied about his age or something. And he's got kids or something. I heard some weird thing about that.
I don't know. But, I mean, I'm sure it's legal. Everything's legal these days.
Yeah, I think everything is legal. All right. Well, so the Wild, another great season. Is it important to them to get home ice advantage? I feel they play better on the road, but they're playing Dallas. We know that.
Yeah, I don't. Hockey to me is one sport where I mean, I'm sure the stats would prove me wrong. I feel like
gotta win one game.
Yeah, I don't feel like home ice advantage means as much in hockey specifically. I just don't think there's as much of an advantage, you know.
Right.
But I'm probably wrong. I'm sure if you check the stats. But when you look at it against football, there's obviously just the size of the arenas. Obviously, there's something there. Baseball, you get the advantage of, hitting in the bottom of the inning. Basketball, I feel like there's something there because every like the backdrop of the hoop is what you're used to or not. But hockey I've never felt has a huge, the home ice really you get the last change, I guess, but I feel like at that level it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So there's something about this. Listen, they're not Stanley. I think they're a player and a half short of being a genuine cup contender. But I do feel like the makeup of this team gives them a better chance to win a series than most. I feel like a lot of the other ones, even when they played well going into the playoffs, you're just like, I'm not sure they have the well-roundedness, but I think they've found a line combination that gives them depth scoring. I think they have the toughness and the penalty kill up and down the lineup to do it. I think some of the guys that got at the deadline have been a huge help with that. The goaltending is shaky, but I don't think Dallas is, lighting the world on fire with their goaltending either. So I don't know. There's something about this group that I feel like they have a good chance compared to years past, even if I don't think I genuinely don't think they can have nearly enough to do it all. But I think they have a good chance. I don't know. There's something about the makeup of this team that just feels a little bit different. But Foligno's not on your second line, I guess is kind of what I'm getting at. But who knows?
So, and I mean, they have eight players with 15 plus goals or something like that. Like they have depth too, which has not been the case. And they don't just in years past we would make a deal to get like one guy who could fight or big guy who can hit. And we don't just have one guy. We have an entire line and reserves who can, play big body and defend our star players, which will be huge in the playoffs. Because even you see guys even taking shots at Hughes too, even though he's a D. So I mean, that's going to be important. And yeah, I mean, we have injury issues, and if one guy gets injured, the bottom six, we just plug another guy in. we're going to have to scratch a guy who deserves to be in a bottom 6 lineup in the playoffs. So to your point, like, we have depth and we have a lot of guys who can, help protect our guys. I guess people say we're missing, depth in the middle at center, but I mean, the team's chugging away and playing well and keep winning games and being the top team. So it's hard to deny that. It is depressing having to play the first and maybe the second best teams in the league. First and second in the playoffs.
It's pretty crazy.
So but yeah, I mean, Dallas usually has our number. We sometimes Colorado doesn't even really own us in the playoffs, but Dallas seems to beat us. But yeah, Dallas, they like to choke in the playoffs too. So I'm not confident, but to your point, I do think we do have some things that we haven't in other years.
I just feel like Dallas doesn't quite have, like, I don't know, Dallas doesn't scare me maybe like they have in years past. Maybe that is because we're better than I think we've been in years past, but Dallas is stumbling to the finish line like everybody else too. I saw something I don't think the Wild have been playing particularly well lately, but I saw something the other day that said they had the 4th or 5th best points percentage since the trade deadline, which blew my mind. And I also saw a stat that was like the last, it was 7 or 8 or not, I don't know, some set of games. Like, not a single one of Colorado, Dallas, or us was over 500. Like, I think you have a whole
behind a lot. They're playing from behind a lot.
So is Dallas. I mean, Dallas just came back from a 2-goal deficit last night. Like, I just think you have 3 teams in the Central or whatever. I honestly don't even remember what they call it, divisions in hockey. They have such weird names that are all have basically had their position set in stone for like a month. And I think they're all just kind of hosting to the finish line.
Well, I think, yeah, no, it is, yeah. The hockey is weird too, where every team goes through a stretch where they're not even the best top teams in the league. They're going to go through a 10-game stretch where they, only win 6 or 10 or something like that. So even though all the teams are susceptible, which shows that nobody's perfect, and they even in the playoffs they could go through a stretch of poor performance, and we just got to capitalize that. I think the one problem we got to worry about is not closing out games. We go to overtime almost more than any other team in the league, and it'd be nice, especially against these tough teams, if we could just close out a game. If we go up 3-1, it'd be nice to stomp on them, go 4-1, get an empty net, or maybe game ends 5-2 instead of that coming back. Then we have to play an extra 10, 20 minutes, whatever it will be in overtime, 5-on-5. That's where I get to worry. Then we get tired and gas, but because we go to overtime too much and we don't close out games.
Yeah, they do get a little whatever the equivalent of prevent defense is in hockey. I feel like they do go to that a bit too often, which is crazy with all the skill that they have. It gets very, very passive when they have a couple goal lead. But I don't know. Like I said,
we don't have to worry about the shootout, or at least overtime is overtime now, and in playoff hockey.
Well,
oh my God, the Twins are.
Unfortunately, I think we're very good in overtime. Shootout, not so much, but.
No, shootout we're really bad.
3-on-3 we're good. And the Wall of St. Paul is pretty good in shootouts, but besides that.
That's true. Yeah, if we end up in a shootout, put him in.
Kirill's horrible at shootouts. Our guys are not good at shootouts.
No, Boldy's good. Zuccarello's pretty good, and after that, it's
Kaprizov's awful, and Tarasenko or whatever is maybe the worst in the history of the shootout.
And Zuccarello's good, but he has one move. So if a goal, he literally does the same move every time. So.
Yeah. Well, the other problem with this is that they're in the Western. The games are all going to be on late. I'll be sleeping, so it really won't matter.
I think you'll be sleeping.
Oh yeah, you will too.
The year they played Vegas, I mean, I can't even begin to describe to you how late some of the games were.
I don't think I saw 5 minutes.
Games would end at like 1:30 in the morning sometimes, because then they start late because the other game is going, long or whatever.
No, I know.
I'll never forget the quadruple. I was in New York in May a few years ago. Quadruple overtime. I think I was awake watching the game till 3 or 3:30. I don't know what I was doing.
Oh, easily.
Oilers, Kings, maybe? This is the Oilers for sure.
I cannot yet. I literally, me and the guys, we just kept live betting the game just to stay awake because otherwise we were not staying awake.
When I was dating my current roommate, I think it was the most famous like 7 overtime game. Washington and the Islanders, maybe it was. And I think I watched 4 overtimes, and then my current roommate wanted to.
8:47 into the fourth overtime, the game ended. On
Yeah,
Easter.
I think
That's the one I'm talking about, or Dad?
That's what Dad's talking about.
Was it Washington Islanders?
Yeah, no, you nailed it.
Um, I think what was the date? What was the time of the goal scored?
8. Oh, like of day? I have no idea.
No,
8 minutes and
of the
something.
game. 8 minutes into the fourth overtime.
That's right.
Let's just say 7 minutes into the fourth overtime, I was asked to drive my current roommate home,
By
and
your current roommate?
and literally watched hour after hour after hour, only to not see it happen.
That tends to happen a lot to you.
Could it have been last year, Sam? That this happened, or would it have been a couple years ago for yours?
I think it was a couple of years ago.
That's what I thought. Gotta find the right. I can't find it. The problem is it keeps only showing me like the 3 longest games ever, and it's the same 3 every time.
Yeah, so what you want to recap the final? I mean, it was a pretty bad game actually.
There was one stretch. I will not never forget it because that's dramatic because I have nothing to do with that game. But there was one stretch where it was kind of a hectic 3 plays, but it was, I want to say UConn was down 6, maybe 5 even. I think it was 5. They'd gotten it to 5. And Michigan missed a shot. I thought UConn actually got fouled on the other end after getting the rebound and kind of going in transition, but they didn't call it. Then Michigan comes all the way down. They are almost turn it over. Somehow they end up with it. It scrambles out, ends up in a Michigan guy's hands. He hits a 3 to push it back to 8. It was that there was a set of 3 plays where in that moment I was like, if UConn can get a basket here before Michigan does, they're gonna win this game. And they didn't. They pushed it to 8. I think Hurley called a timeout immediately, and I don't think Michigan ever trailed by less than 8 again. Or I mean, led by less than 8 again. It just felt like from the beginning it was an uphill battle for UConn. They just couldn't really shoot. They didn't really take advantage of some of the advantages that they had very well with between foul trouble and Landeborg's injury and whatever. And I mean, Michigan was the better team too. There's no doubt about it. They just couldn't really find the advantage to push them ahead. But there was a moment there where I thought, oh my God, Hurley's going to do it again, and they just couldn't get the shot, couldn't get the turnover, whatever it was.
Yeah. It was my Panthers Hurricanes 2023 4 overtime. Chucks for the game winner. I just found it. But was what I was talking about. So 3 years ago that was. But yeah, no, Michigan clearly was the fact that they won shooting so poorly and their best player literally was god awful. It just shows how good of a team they were. I mean, they only had like 6 or 8 blocks. Michigan only had 6 or 8 blocks, but I feel like they blocked 20 shots. They're all around the rim.
But wasn't Michigan like 0 for 15 to start the game? Like from 3-point range or something? Or first half or something?
UConn was like 0 for 12 to start the second half. One of the rims was crooked.
Must have been.
Yeah, but I mean, even UConn was down at half, and they shot 33% from 3, which isn't horrible. And Michigan shot 0%, and they still weren't winning. So I mean, Michigan was just, I mean, it was such a good team. But if you could tell in the first 10, 15 minutes, so especially Hurley, his experience, and he got the boys ready to play, and he knew what it was going to take to win. but that's just kind of the game it was going to have to be for UConn to win. Which I mean it was, and Michigan in the end I think they were just too good. And May is a great coach too, but you could see Hurley their play style I think was dictated the game a little bit.
You think the season's just too long, or tournament's too long, or I feel like the championship game usually isn't very good. With few exceptions.
I mean, you say it's not very good, but it wasn't a blowout. It was a 6-point game, and
Well, I know,
UConn
but would you
UConn got
consider
it to
that
4 points with 2-3 minutes left, and they had a 3-pointer to bring it within one. Like,
did you ever think Michigan was going to lose?
I told you exactly when I thought they might lose.
Right,
but then they didn't score, and then I didn't think they were going to lose anymore.
I mean, you thought the possibility, but
I think the college basketball league is actually it's pretty good timing, and I think it's just right. But maybe that's just because I like it, and it is a little long, but I mean, it's not really that long. It ends before college, or it ends before NBA and NHL playoffs, ends before the Masters, any golf major. And so, I mean, I feel like it's good, but you're not going to get a great championship every single time. You look at any sport.
well, and also congratulations to the Gophers on quite a run in the CSI tournament or whatever it's called.
The Crown.
The Crown. It was quite a run. So kudos to them.
Crown's a very it's a very significant basketball tournament. Okay.
Is it still going on? By the way, I feel like it might be.
No.
Masters. I know you guys follow golf and you guys like golf, but did the Tiger Woods thing kind of derail it before it started?
No. My perspective on Tiger is any half decent golf out of him is a treat. It's not. I don't bank on it.
I can't.
Like I don't factor him into the watch anymore. Like if he's able to do it, great. If not, I don't bother.
I don't think he was making the cut, so I didn't really care. I think if anything, his incident got more hype for the Masters. So people are like, "Oh yeah, golf's coming."
Well, he wasn't actually going to play in it. Can I just what's the word? Digress for 1 second. Have you seen this poll of the top 25 sports logos in America?
Yeah, we're number one.
We are. Drew, do you know this?
No.
You want to guess which team's number one? We're also number 9.
I was about to say we have 2 in the top 10 if I remember correctly.
Which I completely, strongly, heavily disagree with 9. That might be a clue for you, Drew.
I don't know.
I
don't want to spoil it for Drew, but number 9 has a ton of symbolism around it. So if you really dissect it,
I know. Okay, that's fine. I get it. You want to guess 1 or 9?
I mean, I could just list our teams, but just tell me.
Vikings are 1.
Vikings was gonna be my guess.
Wild are 9. But I don't know. The Blackhawks number 2.
It's a good logo.
Okay.
I don't know how you pick the best logo. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Blue Jays number 3. I'll just give you top 10 since Avalanche 4. Sam's team, the Sharks 5. The Ducks.
The Sharks. Sharks came out like a new logo, new jerseys. I think it's the worst thing in the entire planet because I actually do like that logo, the shark they're using for number 5. It's a good logo, right. But now they're trying to do like a redesign, at least one of their jerseys, and it's god awful.
We got Ducks at 6, Celtics 7, Orioles 8, Wild 9, and Royals 10. I get it, I guess. The Mammoth are 18th.
They should just make the Zammoth their logo.
Right. So Yankees 17th. So.
But also, this is probably some random Joe Schmo Twitter account or Instagram account doing this. So.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We could do our own.
We could do our own. So. All right, back to the Masters. Do you have predictions? You guys are in Master pools, right?
Yeah.
Sam
I
picks like 17 golfers. I don't really get how it works.
no, well, I'm in a fantasy golf league. I have 8 for the entire year. I don't know where you're getting 17 from, and
Exaggeration.
it goes by world ranking. Uh but so that's my team for the entire year. I can't change it once we pick a preseason. I've already won 2 weeks, so I'm already in the money, and we haven't even hit a major yet. So pat on the shoulder for me.
Wow.
I might be our golf sharp. No, I say that knocking on wood because I'm now everything I'm about to say is gonna not happen.
Well, I
I
feel like
hate
the most relevant thing was the menu. That's they've been talking about.
Yeah, I hate picking a live guy, but I think Rom is probably my pick to win. And then long shots if you want to support fellow Bronco. I'm gonna call you guys Broncos. Fellow Bronco Matt McCarty. He's plus 1600 top 10. He tied for 14 to the Masters last year. Started out well, hasn't been playing well the last couple of weeks, but there's a long shot. Who else do I like this week? Ludwig will play well for 3 holes and he'll absolutely collapse one of the rounds. So
What about Louis
I don't
Oosthuizen? That's my favorite.
I don't even think he's still around.
Oh, he died? I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Oosthuizen might have. I think he got cursed.
Speaking of cursed, I bramered the Twins, just so you know. I said we were about to sweep Detroit, and that ain't happening. So go ahead.
But so if I would could you get maybe Ludwig top 10, but I think he'll collapse. But he'll play well 3 rounds. And then who else is there? Jacob Bridgman's been playing great golf.
I've never even heard. These are actual golfers. I've never heard of any of them.
Yeah. Well, someone on the show's got to follow golf.
Okay.
And then who else? I could see Min Woo. He's been playing great golf this year.
Who?
Min Woo. Min Woo.
He's sponsored by Lulu. You should know who that is.
Yeah, you should know.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will start paying attention. I mean, we're both sponsored by Lulu, so
that's why I
don't know,
said it.
Drew, you got any picks you like?
No, I think you listed off a bunch of them. I think people are. I think it's popular to not like Bryson, but I think you'd be hard pressed to not at least admit he's playing better golf. He's kind of approached Augusta with a much more reasonable attitude as of
now,
late.
is he the one that had to do all that stuff to get on the actual tour?
No, it was Brooks.
No, that's Brooks.
Oh, so he's
Bryson's still in live.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But he's been playing. Him and Rom have been playing really well in live. If people can even count that as.
I have the pool I'm in. You pick a guy once and then you're done, and so the live guys you only get to pick a few times a year. I'm picking Rom and Bryson, in part because I've forgotten so many weeks this year because I've just had other stuff going on that I have more guys left than I know what to do with. So, I have all the big names, but yeah, I'm going with Rom and Bryson, which means I can't pick them ever again, but that's fine. I think this is the turn. They're both in form and. Rom's won here before. I think I'm going to regret saying this, and then we probably got to send it to the post show for a short post show if we want to. I think this is the year you sort of stay away from Rory and Scotty. I don't know that Rory's got anything to play for. Scotty hasn't been playing as well as Scotty normally does. Plus, he just had a kid. Is he like you're going to get that whole narrative? His last tournament he dropped out of because he just had the kid. So, you get past those guys, and it's Rom, Bryson, probably Xander, and then anybody's guess.
Nice.
And Sam named a bunch of guys, but I actually think it will be a pretty interesting Masters for whatever it's worth. But yeah, that's about all I got.
All right,
you touched it. My hot take might be Rory to miss the cut.
Really? I think he might do well.
Seems like it's probably one of those. Yeah.
He won and they just had his dinner. It's his week right now.
I think he might repeat. That's a bold prediction, Cotton. Quickly, after show, Road to WrestleMania. Are we confused by Pat McAfee, or it's good? I mean, kind of out of left field. No pun intended.
I'm not as mad about it as everyone else is furious. He also came back and gave a better promo than 99% of any of the other wrestlers have given in
I know.
2026. I don't know why. So I don't really understand why people are so mad about it. There's a lot of other things to be mad about. I don't think he is
They are blurring the
what you need
yeah.
to be mad about.
The whole thing is a little confusing to me, but I think they're trying to get people to talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I do think the thing to talk about is the take. There's a lot of people left off the card that does surprise me. But
yeah.
I
I
guess
mean, my number one gripe right now with the creative is they should have left the title on McIntyre, and then Orton can beat him at WrestleMania.
right. No, I don't.
That would be my number one thing. But yeah, that's my main gripe with creative.
It just feels like I mean, it's happening more often now just because social media is so loud and everything, but it does feel like every few years WWE gets himself in this position where in the lead up to WrestleMania, they're pushing whatever creative
Something goes wrong.
and then they have to, and then I feel like at that point they just tell the wrestlers to go out there and figure it out. And I kind of feel like that's what they've been doing with Rhodes and Punk the last 2 weekends. It's just like 2 weeks. It's just like I don't know. We don't have time to really plan something new around it. So just get out there and like rile some people up and whatever and hope it works. And of course
Bottom
it
line
does
is,
because you just let these guys be who they are and that's what people want.
when they put it in Vegas a second year in a row, they blew it. Plain and simple, people aren't going to go to Vegas 2 years in a row for this. They should have put it somewhere that was hungry to have it. They would have had no problem selling out 2 nights. They screwed this up big time. It's on them. And granted, they'll still get 40,000 at each thing, and that's not the worst thing in the world. And a lot of people to watch it, but they screwed up when they did that. Period.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
all right. Well,
Yeah, we've talked. They now that they're have to deal with the public company stuff, like they're selling out. But apparently, the ticket prices are lowering after CM Punk's remarks.
yeah, for the next pay-per-view, they can't lower this one. Drew, are you moving next week, or do we have a show
No,
next
I don't move.
week?
I don't move for another month.
What month? I thought you. Oh, I thought you moved in April.
May 5th. That's in a month.
That's the end of April.
Yeah, but it's also the beginning of April right now.
So we still have a couple more shows from your Chelsea studio.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna slowly but surely be doing it on my floor. Right now, my TV's on the floor. My coffee table will be gone next week. My dining table will be gone as soon as I can sell it.
Are you getting new furniture?
Some of it.
Oh, okay.
Some doesn't fit. Like the entertainment center that we have won't fit where the TV will go in the new apartment. So that one we had to sell. The dining table, we're just kind of done with it. Wasn't exactly expensive to begin with.
Got it. All right. Well, we will be on next week then, and one final road to WrestleMania. Plus, we'll have transfer portal news. We will have. I guess we'll see what our links end up doing. If they'll pull the biggest signing in the history of the WNBA, would that be considered? No answer. Okay.
Would that be what? Considered?
If they sign Anika Okafor, will that be the biggest free agent signing in the history of the W?
No.
I thought you were about to combine her name with Obafemi for a second.
He sort of did. He threw a Mecha Okafor in there too.
Yeah, that I really it's as I was trying to pronounce it. Big Syracuse news. Kyan Anthony is coming back, but yeah, I lost track of her name. I'll be honest.
I don't think he ever had it.
I mean, yeah, when I lost track, saying I lost track means I never had it. All right, see everyone next week. Bye bye. All righty.